In the last episode of Solo Leveling Season 2, we saw that Jinwoo extracts Bingo's shadow and heals Chaco and then cancels the extraction. Then the rest of the hunters leave in a helicopter, leaving Jinwoo. Jinwoo kills the rest of the ants and then extracts the shadow of the Ant King and names him Beru. Together they kill all the ants on the island. After 2 days, the raid ends and the funeral of those who died in this raid takes place. Jinwoo also goes there. There he meets the chairman who gives him permission to form a new guild. After this, First Monarch and Beast Monarch are seen on Jeju Island, who are looking for someone, but when they do not find him, they leave. Jinwoo's father is also seen there. Jinwoo is trapped in a red gate, but his army is easily killing all the monsters. Now let's move on to the next episode. But before that, you guys watch the video but don't like and subscribe. So like and subscribe because this little support of yours motivates me to bring even better content. And now, without wasting time, let's move towards the episode. Season 3, Episode 1 starts, and we see a hunter who is inside the dungeon. Then suddenly a monster appears in front of him. He is none other than Frost Mar, who we saw in the last episode of Season 2. He had come here to search for a fragment of light, but he doesn't find anything here either. By the way, who is the fragment of light? This has not been revealed yet, but I will not give spoilers right now. If you guys know, then definitely tell in the comment. Then another monarch comes there. He looks very strange and cunning. Both of them are talking about a place in the east, where the Shadow Monarch is. That means, basically, they are talking about Jinwoo. Then the second monarch says that the greatest fragment of light is also in the same country. Then the Frost Monarch feels a strong presence and we see that another hunter is coming there. You guys guess who it could be? The Frost Monarch understands that it was his trick to call us here. Then that hunter says that you guys are not talking about Korea, right? The Frost Monarch says that even if we are talking, what does it matter to you? Here the second monarch opens a portal and tells the Frost Monarch that we do not have time for all these things. The Frost Monarch also says that if you can stop us, then stop us, and starts leaving. That hunter says that I will not let you go so easily, and he attacks. But the Frost Monarch stops his attack by creating an ice wall. We come to know that this hunter is none other than Jinwoo's father. Then the scene shifts and we are shown a red gate in which Jinwoo had gone. There he now faces the boss of the dungeon. Boss gets very angry and says that you have fought very well till now and you are alive too, but now you are surrounded from all sides. My army is already hiding all around in this forest. Then he calls his army, but no one comes there for a long time. Jinwoo smiles and asks his shadow army to come out, and we see that Jinwoo's shadow soldiers had already killed all the monsters, and they come out with their dead bodies. Seeing this, Boss gets even more angry. Then he asks his remaining monsters to attack, but here Jinwoo also sends his shadow soldiers. Jinwoo's shadow soldiers easily kill all the monsters. Now only Boss is left. He gets angry seeing all this and moves forward to attack Jinwoo. But then Tusk uses his gravity magic and throws him on the ground. Then Jinwoo goes to the boss and says, "If you answer my questions correctly, then maybe you will feel less pain." But the boss dies before he can say anything. Jinwoo understands that the system is interfering again. Then he remembers that after clearing the demon castle, he got a key which could be used only after reaching level 100. Because after the Jeju Island raid, his level had become 100. So he takes out that key from his inventory and all the information about that key appears in front of him. He comes to know that this key is of the temple with the double dungeon. The same double dungeon where Jinwoo got his power. This is a big thing for Jinwoo because he does not know anything about the system, due to which he has become so strong, and whenever he tried to know about the system interfered. But now finally the system itself was calling him. He thinks that finally now I will be able to know about the system. But then he sees that it has a timer of 417 hours, meaning he cannot use it right now. He thinks that he has waited so long, so a little more is fine. Then the scene shifts and we see that Jinwoo is very angry because Jinwoo's haters are spreading hate online. He is replying to all of them. Then Jinwoo also comes there. He gives a bag full of essence stones to Jinwoo and says, "You told me that we will need a lot of money for the new guild. So this much money will be enough, right?" Jinwoo says there are a lot of them. "Have you cleared any high-ranking gates? Now we don't have to think about the salary of the new employee." Jinwoo says, "Oh yes, I forgot about the employees. We will also have to find a new employee for the new guild." Jinwoo says, "Yes, that is there. But before that, have you thought of the name of our guild yet?" Then both of them discuss a lot about the name of the guild. Then Jinwoo says, "How about Solo Play Guild?" Jinwoo doesn't like this name at all, but he doesn't say anything. He thinks in his mind, is this a joke? Who names a guild like this? Then the doorbell rings. Jinwoo opens the gate and sees Hunter Cha. Jinwoo gets shocked to see this, but she has come to meet Jinwoo. Jinwoo asks, "Why have you come here?" Cha says, "I want to join your guild." Jinho asks, "Did the chairman send you here or expelled you from his guild?" Cha says no, there is nothing like that. Jinho asks, "Then why do you want to join our solo play guild?" Cha gets shocked to hear the name. She asks, "Are you really naming your guild as solo play?" Jinho says yes. I and our vice guild master have decided it together. Jinho says, "Wait, when did I decide, and what about the name I suggested?" Jinho says you didn't say anything, so I thought you also agreed. Then Jinho notices that Cha's heartbeat is very fast, but she is acting normal. He doubts that she is hiding something. Jinho says, "Are you still under contract with your old guild? How can you join our guild?" Cha says I will pay them a penalty for breaking the contract, whatever the amount is. Jinho starts doubting more. He thinks that you are ready to pay such a big penalty just to join my guild. Jin-Woo says we don't have money to pay a salary to an S-rank hunter like you. Cha says I don't even want a salary. Jin-Woo asks, "Then, why do you want to join our guild?" She starts blushing. Is it that she fell in love with Jinho but could not confess, so she just wanted to be with him? Still, she was not able to say anything, she was just blushing. Jinho says, "Okay, you can join." Still, before that, you have to give an entrance test. Cha says, "What kind of test?" Jinwoo says you have to defeat the strongest shadow soldier chosen by me. Cha says, "Okay, I am ready." After this, both of them are thinking of going to the Hunter Association's gym for the entrance test. Still, the gym is quite far away, so Jinho thinks why not use the Shadow Exchange skill. With this excuse, he will also get to know whether he can teleport someone else with him or not. Then he calls Cha a little closer and uses the Shadow Exchange skill, and the skill works and both of them teleport together in the gym. Cha is very surprised to see how this happened. Jinho says, "Let's start." Cha says 1 minute. I left my weapon in the office itself. Then she brings a sword from the gym's storage room and says, "I am ready now." Jinho summons Igris and says, "Is this the best shaman of my shadow army?" She asks how the winner will be decided. Jinho says, "Until you destroy my shadow soldier, or until you surrender yourself." Jinwoo thinks that I had told Cha that I would use my strongest shadow soldier, but it would not be right to bring Beru in front of Cha. Because of him, Cha was so badly injured on Jeju Island, which is why Igris was the best choice. After this, their fight starts. The shots of both of them collide, due to which there is a loud explosion. Then we see that the chairman is also in that building. He also hears this sound. He thinks that no hunter has made a reservation for the gym today. Then he checks the gym's camera and sees Jinho and Cha. He thinks when these people came here, and then he remembers that as soon as Cha regained consciousness after the Jeju Island raid, the first thing he asked about was Jinwoo. The chairman feels that something is going on between the two. That's why he turns off the gym camera, because he does not want to record their private moment. Then the building starts shaking, and the painting behind them also falls down due to the fight, but the chairman misunderstands something. Now, I don't need to tell what he is thinking, so you guys tell in the comment what the chairman thinks. On the other hand, we see that Chai defeated Igris easily. Seeing this, Jinwoo also gets shocked. Then Chai says, "Was this Black Knight your strongest soldier? You said that if you use your strongest soldier, then summon him." She is talking about Beru, but Jinwoo says that you might get hurt. Cha says nothing like that will happen, and anyway, I have to fight him again. So Jinwoo finally summons Beru, and gives him an order to defeat Cha without harming him. Then he roars loudly, and all the glasses in the gym start breaking. Cha beats him. Seeing this, she thinks that Jinwoo had fought with this monster. Beru is about to attack by taking out his claws, but Jinwoo says, "Remove them, or else if Cha gets hurt even a little, I will not spare you." Beru immediately digs in his nails and says, "Yes, mighty." Cha is ready to attack, but suddenly Beru comes behind her. Cha remembers that he had done the same thing on Jeju Island. She says, "Do you think I will fall for the same trick again?" Then she immediately attacks with her sword, but Beru stops that attack with just 2 fingers. Beru is thinking that my king has asked me to defeat the opponent without hurting her. So the best way to do this would be that I show myself so strong that the opponent loses the will to fight. Cha was attacking one after the other. Now you all know how fast Cha fights, but Beru was no less. He easily dodged all the attacks. He is also dodging the attack with his body movement, without moving from one place. Then he hits Cha hard on the face, the pressure of which makes Cha go away, Jinwoo says winner has already been decided. Are you satisfied now? But Cha says no. I want to fight more. Jinwoo knew that Beru is very different from his other shadow soldiers. He was born only for killing, but Jinwoo sees that Beru is suppressing his killing intent. Their fight starts again, but this time Beru is not only defending but also attacking. Because of this, Cha's sword also breaks, but then Cha does not give up. She decides that now she will use her strongest attack and will end the fight in one go. Then she makes a blade of light and this time finally lands her attack on Beru. That shot penetrates Beru's chest. Then we see that because of this attack, Beru is suppressing the killing intent inside him. But he is not able to control himself for long and gets completely angry. He starts remembering the words of Ant Queen. He forgets Jinwoo's order and starts following the order of Ant Queen. Beru starts moving towards Cha with bloodlust. Jinwoo shouts to stop him, but he does not listen. Jinwoo quickly comes in between and stops him. Then Beru calms down and immediately falls on the ground and starts apologizing. Jinwoo asks Cha, "Are you okay?" Then he says that it was just an entrance stage. What was the need for you to risk your life just for this? But Cha remains silent and does not say anything. Then Jinwoo says, "Why do you want to join my gang? What do you want? Is it that you are interested in me?" But then he thinks that this cannot be possible. There must be something else. He starts leaving. Then Cha says, "Yes, I am interested in you." Saying this, she starts blushing, and with this, the episode ends.